Yo, what's up, guys? Illness here. I know I'm an unfamiliar voice. You guys probably never even heard of me, don't even know who I am. So I'm going to tell you. About a month and a half ago, I was recruited to GS as a co-lead designer. And then recently, I was promoted to owner of the graphics team alongside Steph, who's been here for a while. You guys obviously know who he is. And I thought it was necessary to make this video to explain to you guys the inactivity on this channel and what I plan to do in the future with this channel. So first thing, the inactivity. About around the time I was recruited, there was a kid in GS who was promoted to leader of the team. Nobody really liked him. Nobody wanted him to be the leader, but the owner thought that he deserved it, so he promoted him. And we later found out that that wasn't the greatest move, because a week, 2 weeks later maybe, he decided that he wanted to end GS, that he didn't want to deal with it anymore, that it wasn't going anywhere, and that it was just over, it was done. But the team was not just going to let this one guy ruin the team for them. So Smalls, who was the co-leader at the time, got in contact with the owner of GS, Slushy Poo, and they discussed the situation, and Smalls ended up being promoted to leader, and the other kid was kicked from the team. So GS was saved, it wasn't ending, everyone could relax and go back to doing what they were doing before without the worry. And then, right around that time, the lead designer, he got offered into a bigger team, which, I mean, he obviously took. And then on top of those two things, leading GS and being in another team, he had his own team that he was leading and managing. So as you can see, that's 3 different teams that he's trying to work with, and it would be difficult to keep this channel as active as it has been before. So that's why this channel hasn't had an upload in over 2 months. Now, with me being promoted to owner, what I plan to do is remove all the inactive members, which was basically the entire design team, because over the course of GS almost ending and the lead DZN being all mixed up and just overwhelmed, all the designers decided to just disappear. No one was getting logos made and banners weren't being done. It was just a mess, and nobody answered in the chat. It was hard to get stuff. So what I did was I just removed all those designers. I got rid of all of them, starting fresh. I already have a new roster being made, and sometime next week you guys can expect a recruitment challenge. We're recruiting in all areas, so no matter what you are, no matter what design thing that you like to do or are good at, just go for the RC, because we really need designers. Trying to get this team back to its prime, have uploads every day, you know, back to the days where GS was considered one of the best teams. How I plan to have uploads is I'm gonna have a schedule, and it's gonna go something like 1 upload every 3 or 4 days, depending on how many designers we're able to recruit from the RC. That might go down to 1 upload every 2 or 3 days, but that's unlikely. But it could happen, you know. Nothing's impossible. But yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Keep in mind the RC coming out next week. Go for it if you have nothing else you're doing that day. Just hop on Photoshop, send them a 4D, and just go for the RC. Because you never know, you might make it. And if you make it, you get to be part of us. What's better than that, right? So this is Illness, and I'm out.